all our ingredients, and then what we did is we scoop our dough out into patties. This is actually with like a cafeteria disher. It works really great to measure out our patties so that they're all the same size, so that we know how big to roll all our lefses. But here's a tip that we really like to share with our students and stuff. If I were to take this scoop and smash it out and start rolling my lefses, I'm going to get really crooked, jaggy edges. So what I really like to do is I'm just going to take my dough in my hands and I'm just going to work it, I don't know, squish it between my hands 10, 15 times. And what that does is just brings the dough together a little bit more. And then from there, I roll it into a big meatball. And then I just kind of squish it down there. And I get a really nice patty. You can see how smooth those edges are. And that's what we're really looking for when we're rolling out our lefse. If you do get a little crack or something in there, just pinch it shut, tuck it under, and you're good to go. So I'll just do one more here, back and forth. Like I said, I don't know, I don't count, maybe it's 15, 20 times. You kind of, it's one of those things too, you kind of feel it come together, and we all don't like our grandma's recipes where they say, well, you'll know it when it feels like this. So my big meatball. And then we're just going to smooth it out there. I got a big crack there, so I'm just going to pinch that shut and tuck it under. Here's another little tip here we do in the lefse time kitchen, because we really like those smooth edges. Grab our dough by like a little wheel, and then you can just roll it across the table. And you get super duper smooth edges then. Alright, so I like to put my patties on a tray or something that I can stick in the refrigerator, because you never know, you might get distracted and your patties get really warm. When they're really warm, they get really hard to roll out. So if I put it on a tray or something, I can slip it in the fridge and chill them down for a little bit. But we only recommend doing your patties maybe just a few hours before you cook. I get asked a lot, can you do them overnight? Well, no. I think the moisture of the potato starts breaking down that flour and they get weepy, they'll get discolored. So it's really not best to do those the night before. Just a couple hours ahead of time and you'll be good to go. Okay, so I like to put my patty right down there in the middle. And now our dough is pretty soft, so we don't have to use a lot of pressure when we're rolling out our lefse dough. More or less the first couple strokes you're using the weight of the pin. These are, I think they're about 3 pounds. It's a nice hardwood pin. So I'm just going to roll like a little egg shape. It looks like a little egg. And then I like to change directions. And you pick up when you get to the edge of your lefse and change. And now I roll to the other side. And then I'm just going to keep changing directions. And when you get to the edge of your lefses, you want to pick up your rolling pin. If you roll right off each time, those edges get thinner and thinner and thinner, and that's where it's really going to want to crisp up on your grill. So you want to pick up when you get to those edges. Changing direction, going from side to side, picking up, and I am using a little more pressure because I want to get way out to that 14 inches. Okay, that looks big enough for me. So you can see it's really super thin. If you get really close, you can kind of see your letters through that. And I actually rolled just a little bit beyond my 14 inches because lefse shrinks up a lot once it hits the grill.